It was a roller coaster. It was very heartbreaking, but it was also very beautiful. Maybe it's like a well-known author, maybe his writing is going to be a lot more difficult than I think. Hello everyone and welcome to today's vlog. In the vlog of today, this whole vlog, I'm going to read books that are out of my comfort zone. So books that I don't normally read or would grab towards to, like different genres, different authors. So yeah. I was about to start a new book in my study break because today is the 26th of August and tomorrow I have an exam, but I just needed a little break from studying, so I thought I was about to start a new book and I thought, this is not my genre I normally read, so why not make it into a video where I read books that are out of my comfort zone. So yeah, the first book I'm about to read is Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I've been seeing this author a lot lately on Booktube, on BookTok, on Bookstagram, so it's been really everywhere, this book, this author. So yeah, I saw a lot of people I follow read it and recommending it and also rating it very highly, so I'm very excited. Also a friend of mine is currently reading it, so I thought maybe I should start it too so we can like better read it. The only thing I really know about this book is that it's like a historical, so it's like in the past, and I normally don't really read books like that. It's also like literary fiction and I normally don't read literary fiction. It's about a friend group, I think, or used to be a friend group, so I don't know much about it. I'm going to read I think 3 books in this video, but I'm going to do it for a whole time period because I don't know yet how long it will take, and I also want to read other books in between that are in my comfort zone and books I do want to read. But yeah, I'm going to start it. I'm going to read the first 2 chapters maybe, and then I go back into studying. So yeah, bye. Hi everyone, it's the next day since I last filmed, I think. Yes, it's today the 27th of August and I wanted to give you guys an update on The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna that I'm currently reading. The Nightingale, Firefly Lane. I don't know why I said that, Firefly Lane. So I didn't read much yesterday, but I did read a little bit more today on the train. I'm currently at chapter 8, I think, and I'm really liking it. The writing is much easier than I thought it would be, and it's also very emotional. I wanted to cry a couple of times, but I was in public, so I had to hold in all the tears. So I'm really scared on what's coming next because one of my friends, she just finished reading it and she was very emotional, she said to me, so I'm very scared what's going to happen. But yeah, so far I'm really liking it. I'm really liking the story and how it's written, especially the writing is so beautiful. I've underlined a lot of things already. I'm still reading my Kobo, but I'm all annotating it because it's so beautiful. So I can't wait to read a little bit more, maybe today, or definitely will be reading more tomorrow. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys that little update. And I'll see you soon when I have another update. So yeah. Bye. Firefly Lane. I've read a lot yesterday evening and I got through the 50% mark. I'm currently at chapter 22. So I'm also in part 3, the 90s, and I'm almost 60% through the book. So yeah. So far I really like it. There happened something and I knew it was going to happen. So that was sad. So if you don't know what this book is about, now I can explain better because I know now too. So this book follows two best friends, Kate and Tally, and they used to, I don't know what I don't know say why they used to. They are best friends and they lived across the street from each other. It was called Firefly Lane. So yeah, that's why the book is called that way. And the book is divided in different parts. So you have like 4 parts. You have part 1 the 70s, part 2 the 80s, part 3 the 90s, and part 4 the new millennium. So there are 4 parts in it, and each is a different time period, and you follow along their lives, how it's going, etc. So yeah, so far I really like it. The writing style is very easy to read, and it's also very beautiful to read. I'm going to try and see if I can. Okay, so love is the ultimate high, like damn. So I'm going to try and find like something that's like really good. Here, this I think was really nice. Sometimes being good friends means saying nothing. Sometimes life kicks the shit out of you, that's all. It's like the Stone said, you can't always get what you want. It's funny how an album or even just a song could remind you of so many moments in your life. Or, love can be more fragile than a sparrow's bone. It's so good. I'm constantly underlining things. I really want a physical copy of this book. So far, if I have to think of a rating, I would give it 5 stars. There has to happen something I don't like at all to be below it. But so far, I'm really liking it. I really love the story and how it's evolving and how it's written and the development in the characters personally. So yeah, I can't wait for what's going to happen next, but I'm also really scared for what's going to happen next because I know a lot of people cried at the end, so I'm very scared. But I wanted to give you that update. I'm going to do some things today, but I will definitely try to read a little bit more, maybe even finish this book. So yeah. Okay, so hi guys, I don't know if it's going to help, but I have my microphone here. But I want to give you guys an update. So I just got to part 4, the new millennium. I'm really liking it, but I'm also very scared and interested to see what is going to happen next in the story and how it's going to evolve. Because a lot has happened already. And I just know I'm going to be sad. I think I'm going to be sad at least, because a lot of people say it's a sad ending. So yeah, I'm really scared, but also very curious to see what is going to happen and what will happen. I mean, they're at a stage in their life now, which a lot have happened already. So yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to say too much with giving away too much of the story, because I still want to be this a spoiler-free vlog without giving you guys spoilers. So yeah, but I'm liking it. I'm really liking the writing style, and I'm just very curious to see what is going to happen. So I'm going to keep reading, and I hope I can finish this book today. I really hope I can. So let's get back into it. give a little update. So I'm currently at chapter... Just a sec. I'm at chapter... I don't know what chapter. But there's just happened something and there's a fight. And if you have read the book, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I'm really debating on who I like more. If I like Tully more, if I like Kate more. And most of the times I like Kate more, but I also like Tully, don't get me wrong. They're both very different persons and etc. But in this fight they have, it's really... I think Tully doesn't always understand how things are, and I get that she thinks she's doing the right thing, but she isn't. I don't know, because I don't want to spoil anything, but if you know, I think you know, I hope you do. It's like, it's a modeling thing. I'm not going to be saying much more, but like that fight. And I do think Tully believes she's doing the right thing, but she isn't. And she just doesn't always see that because she doesn't saw how it is used to be when she was little. So yeah, I know it's difficult, but unless I'm really on Kate's side, and I'm glad Miss M also says the same thing as I thought she would say. So yeah, wanted to give you guys a little update. I want to just tell that. So yeah. you saw in the previous clip, I finished Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna, and I want to give you all my thoughts. It was a roller coaster. It was very heartbreaking, but it was also very beautiful. I have no doubt in what the rating is. It's definitely 5 stars, and I'm definitely going to be reading other books by Kristen Hanna because I'm obsessed with her writing. It was so beautiful how everything wrapped up together and how it was done. I just have no words for it. I think I'm going to have to let sink it in, but it's yeah, it was really good. I'm very glad I picked this book up and decided to read it for this video because it was so good. So as I said, it follows 2 girls, 2 women, Talia and Kate, and they meet one day and then they've become best friends, and you follow along through a lot of times from when they're very young to when they grow up, and a lot has happened during the time. So yeah, it's really a definition of like, this is girlhood, this is like friends, being friends means. So yeah, really love the book, and definitely 5 stars book for me. And yeah, we'll definitely be reading other books by Kristen Hanna. For the next book, I'm going to wait. I'm going to read another book in between, but when I start the next book, I will update you guys, and you will obviously see me. For you, it will be literally the next clip. But yeah, first book of this video is a success and a very good one. Hi everyone. Okay. Hi everyone, it's been quite a while since I last filmed. I kind of forgot, not that I forgot, but I just didn't have time and wasn't the right moment to film when I was reading. But I started the second book in this video. I first was going to do 3 books, but I think I'm going to go with these 2 books, and maybe we'll do it another time again with other 2 books. But I do want to read also other books, and I also have been filming this video since summer, since August, and it's almost October. So yeah, but the second book for this video of books that are out of my comfort zone is Stephen King's Billy Summers. I thought this would be a very good book to read for this video because Stephen King is like a little bit intimidating for me of his books to read, because he's such a big author and well-known author, and a lot of people very love his books, so I'm a little bit scared and intimidated by that. And it's also the genre that I don't normally read, like thriller horror books. This does classify as a thriller book, I think. I'm going to put it in the screen to be sure, but this is like a thriller, I think. So a little bit about the book. The book follows Billy Summers. He is an assassin, and he gets tasks and people who ask him to murder someone, like an bounty hunter kind of, but not. He's just an assassin, people ask, and he just does it. But he has only one rule, and that is he only kills bad guys. So in the book you'll see why that is, and all of the process. So in the book he has this one last job. Because he wants to retire and he wants to stop doing this, but he has one last job to kill a bad guy. He takes a job, a lot is happening, and he has to be a writer and as a cover story. And while he is being a writer as a cover story, he's also actually writing his own story. And you read some parts of his story, so you get to know him better and more of his background, and understand a lot more of himself. And I really think that's very interesting to see, because you go back to the past, because it starts when he was young and how it all happened. So yeah, but so far I almost am halfway done. So I read quite a lot. I started reading, I'm going to say, so by the way, today is the 26th of September, so oops. But I started this book. I'm going to take a look. I started this the 20th of September, so I'm currently reading it for almost a week. I do hope I can finish it before the end of the month, but I'm not sure I can. But it does read kind of fast, in my opinion. I was a little bit unsure. I was a little bit insecure because I was like, maybe it's like a well-known author, maybe his writing is going to be a lot more difficult than I think it is, but I really get into it nice and easy, so it's not that hard to understand. I do think you should look up trigger warnings. It's also an adult book, I think, probably, so it's not for young adult readers, so be aware of that. But yeah, I really like reading it so far. I really wish I could buy the physical copy of it because it's really cool physical copy, but you can just buy it here in Belgium. I will put a picture of the book I would have want, but I can't. So I just got it on my Kobo. So yeah, but I'm liking it so far. I'm really interested in how it is going to evolve because we are still 50% too and the job is already done. So I'm a little bit scared of what's going to happen next, but I'm a little bit in doubt. So far, it's not like it's going to be a 5-star. I'm very sure it's not going to be a 5-star. Now I'm leaning towards a 3 or 4 stars. But you know, we'll see. I'm going to maybe read now a little bit. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. But if I read some more, I will definitely update you guys. Actually big update. So today is Tuesday, October 1st, and I'm finally can say I finished Billy Summers by Stephen King. So that means I read 2 books that are out of my comfort zone. So let's talk about it. I'm first going to talk about Billy Summers because I just read that, and after that I will talk about Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. So Billy Summers follows Billy Summers. He's an assassin and he wants to retire, but he's going to do one last job. And the story follows him, obviously, and follows him getting into his character for doing the job. And also after the job is done, it's mostly like a thriller, but it's also very focused on him. In the beginning, I liked it because there was some thrill in it, because he was like, he had to do a job and he isn't supposed to get caught, so it's really exciting to see how everything is going and also getting to know more of him as a person. But after the job was done, I was getting a little bit bored because I was just like, in my opinion, it was dragged out a little bit too much, and it went on. When I got further in the book, I was like 50% through the book and I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with it. So the last 50% I read very fast because I just want to get over with it. I was just a little bit bored at some point. There was also a new character introduced in the book, Alice. There are some things happened, things I didn't expect to happen, so definitely make sure to look up trigger warnings if you decide to read this book. In my opinion, I don't recommend reading this book. I'm very sad because I had high expectations of Billy Summers because I've read a lot of good things on it. I also heard a lot of good things on this book, so I was very excited. I'm very excited to read a Stephen King book, but the first book got me a little bit disappointed, so that's very sad. I'm still thinking of the rating, but I think I'm going to go 2.5 stars Because for me, like 3 stars is like the bare minimum to recommend a book, and I don't recommend it. The first half I really liked, but after the second half I just was bored and I was like, it's enough for me. I'm just done with it. So I think that's why it doesn't, it's like the 3 stars for me. Very sad, but that happens sometimes. A book isn't just always for you. I will try another Stephen King book because I do want to give him another try, but I'm going to look maybe more older works because I do think this is a newer work, and that's also why maybe it's maybe less good. I also saw in the 1-2 star reviews that's also maybe why it's a little bit not bad. It's not as good as his other works. So yeah, 2.5 stars for Billy Summers by Stephen King. Then the first book I read in this video was Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna, and as I talked about it, you by now will know what this book is about. And I really love this book. I'm still thinking about it, and I read this in August, I think, and it's now October, the 1st of October. Happy fall. And I really enjoyed this book. It's so good. I love the people in it, and I love the writing, and I'm definitely going to read another Kristen Hanna book because it was so good. So yeah, I give that book obviously 5 stars. It's one of my favorite reads of the years, so I think it's going to even be a 6 stars. So yeah, I was planning on reading 3 books in this video, another book, but this video was already taking a long time since I started filming this in August, and it's currently October. So I was like, you know what, we're going to do 2 books, and I will be definitely doing this another time again because I did find a new author I like a lot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've read any of these 2 books, let me know what your thoughts are on it. And if you've read the Stephen King book, let me know which book I definitely should read, even if I didn't like Billy Summers that much. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye!